Oakland County runs a beach monitoring program from early June through August, testing around 100 beaches on about 70 inland lakes with weekly sampling for E. coli. A beach is closed if its daily geometric mean E. coli level exceeds 100 milliliters or if the 30-day geometric mean exceeds 100 milliliters. Here to tell us more about the process is Mark Hansell from the Oakland County Health Division. Mark, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Very important conversation to have right now, especially since we're still in the heart of summer right now. People are going to be wanting to go to the beach, going to want to relax throughout the day, but it's important to make sure that the beach you're going to is safe. How does Oakland County decide which beaches to monitor each summer, and what's the process behind choosing those 100 beach sites?
Yeah, great question. So we have a good combination of beaches, quite a few. We got a lot of inland lakes here in Oakland County, and we have about 250 known beaches here in Oakland County that we can monitor at any given summer. So we have at least 50 to 55 what we call truly public beaches. Now, these are your parks, pay-to-swim areas, but there are a lot of municipal, county, even state parks here in Oakland County where we will do monitoring every year on those 55 or so beaches. So to round out the additional 45 or so beaches, we have a rotation schedule where we can select these, we call them semi-private beaches. Now, these are going to be like homeowner associations, beach clubs, a lot of association beaches that we call semi-public, and we rotate those in every year. So it's about every 4 years or so that we can test these semi-public beaches.
Interesting. Very interesting to hear about the process. And it's important that everyone has this information since it's already affected things here in Greater West Bloomfield. As so far this summer, Grove and Willow beaches on Cass Lake in Keego Harbor were closed due to high E. coli levels. What do residents and visitors in Greater West Bloomfield need to know about that situation?
Well, they need to monitor that closure. So we have websites available. If you go to oakgov.com/health, you will find our beach page with a simple search, and you will be able to see which beaches are closed and whether, if it's going to be reopened. Please know that if a beach is closed, we sample it every day until we can get a result that would indicate that it is safe to swim. There's also, if you type into your favorite browser, Michigan Beach Guard, you will also find the individual sample results listed for the beach of interest. So, something like Cass Lake, one of the biggest lakes in Oakland County. So it's important to know that, the sampling at the beach, at the swim area itself is not going to be an indicator of the lake as a whole. It's kind of, it's going to be kind of within that specific area.
All right, that's good to know that these beaches will be open as soon as everything is okay. I'm sure everyone will love to hear that. Many suspect heavy rain may contribute to contamination. Can you explain how rainfall triggers these spikes and what precautionary steps beachgoers should take?
Yeah, absolutely. I have to agree that rainfall is going to be a key indicator of the potential for beach closure. I mean, this has been an extremely wet summer, definitely above average rains this summer. I think measured in the city of Detroit, they've even had record-setting single-day rainfalls this year, at least one or two. So we've had a very wet season. So some beaches are more vulnerable to that wet weather than others. So one thing to look out for, certainly, the first thing you should do before you go swimming is check our website. Are we sampling the beach that you're going to? And if we are, is it open or closed? If it's closed, you should never go swimming in a beach that's closed. We also have signage that we will post at the beach when it is closed. It's a pretty big, bright yellow sign. It's hard to miss if the beach is closed. And then you might also see a sign that says advisory. Now, that advisory is there's some pre-indication that the bacterial levels might be high, and you should definitely swim with extra caution if you see that advisory sign. If the beach is not being monitored, just kind of a real basic rule of thumb is, after a heavy rain, maybe wait at least 24 hours before you swim in that lake.
That's a pretty good rule of thumb. I think everybody can take that with them as they go on. With the qPCR rapid testing pilot, how would you say, how has same-day advisory improved public safety at beaches like those in Kego Harbor, would you say?
Yeah, it's been a really, really good tool for us to use because what that allows us to do, it allows us to take a sample in the morning and then have a result by early afternoon. So it's considered a rapid test. We're able to run it on a number of the most popular public beaches here in Oakland County, and it gives us that same day result. So we get the result and we can tell you today whether it's safe to swim or not. It's a method that's evolving. The lab methodologies and the equipment and everything is constantly evolving. It's still kind of an expensive test. It's a little labor intensive. We would like to use it more. We just don't have the resources right now to expand that program, but we're always looking to, create opportunities where we can expand that program, do it for more beaches so we have more instant results for people so they know that it's not safe to swim today. It's been highly beneficial for us to be able to put out a warning based on those results until we can get the bacterial results back.
For those just joining us right now on the Splash Live, I'm talking with Mark Hansell from the Oakland County Health Division, who's talking about a beach monitoring program that's currently underway throughout Oakland County to test around 100 beaches on about 70 inland lakes for weekly sampling of E. coli and making sure that these beaches are safe for people to relax and to swim in. So, Mark, what recommendations do you have for private lakefront property owners in Oakland County who may want to assess the water quality around their own homes?
Sure. If there's a designated swim area, there's kind of a methodology that we recommend that you would follow. Just kind of taking one sample really doesn't give you the whole story. If you have a swim area that you use routinely or frequently, we would recommend that you sample at least once weekly. And we do offer test kits for those beaches that we're unable to sample this summer. We do have test kits available here. It comes with a pretty detailed set of instructions, the encouragement to do it, throughout the swim season. And it will come with 3 bottles. It's only like $12, and it is designed for use for swimming to determine bacteria levels. It's available at Health Division offices. We have offices here in Pontiac, and we have another office in Southfield.
Great. Good to have these resources for everyone to be able to check the water themselves. Now, obviously, we don't want anybody swimming in these possibly contaminated lakes, but sometimes some things might happen. Considering illnesses linked to contaminated water, such as digestive discomfort or skin irritation, what symptoms should local swimmers watch for, and when should they seek medical advice?
Sure. So some of the symptoms from, just what we would call the official word is recreational water illness. Most common, it is going to be that gastrointestinal, the stomach cramps. It could lead to diarrhea. Occasionally, you'll have a low-grade fever even. But the skin contact can also cause rashes. You can have ear infections. Some respiratory issues, even from inhaling water droplets that might be contaminated. So most often the symptoms are going to be fairly mild, or they're going to be unpleasant, and they rarely require a physician intervention. However, if you are having symptoms that are persistent or causing issues, we absolutely encourage you to speak with your physician and report illness to the health department, because we can do some additional investigation if we start seeing illnesses associated with a specific lake or swim area.
That's right. You don't want to sit on this kind of stuff. If you start to feel very dangerous symptoms, it's best to report them immediately and get the necessary help. Mark, I want to thank you so much for joining us today here on the Splash Live. One question before we wrap things up. For West Bloomfield families planning beach outings throughout the rest of the summer, how can they best stay informed about closures or advisories in real time?
The best way to stay informed for closures in Oakland County is to visit the Oakland County website at oakgov.com/health, and you can just search for beaches right there at that website. But if you're traveling abroad, even in the state of Michigan, the Michigan Beach Guard website has results of every lake that's being monitored in the entire state. So take a look at those websites before you head out to the beach and stay safe.
oakgov.com/health is where you can go to get that information. Mark, thank you so much for joining us today here on the Splash Live.
You got it. Thanks for having me.